Gaming Bolt presents 15 things you didn't know the PS4 and PS4 Pro could do. Microsoft may be making a big move in November with the release of the Xbox One X, but it's Sony's competition to lose. The PlayStation 4 has shipped over 63 million units since its launch in 2013, and that includes variants like the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Pro. Let's look at 15 things you probably didn't know your PS4, PS4 Slim, or PS4 Pro could do. Please note that this video is intended for new PS4 and PS4 Pro owners. With that in mind, let's get started. Device link. Ever wanted to bypass the process of switching on your TV and then your PS4 just to get straight into playing games? Device link is the key. It's supported by many smart TVs and will essentially pair your TV and PS4 together, thus turning on both with the press of the PS button. Keep in mind that the smart TV must have HDMI CEC enabled for this to work. Light bar brightness. The light bar can range from helpful to downright annoying. Sure, it helps tell you when something is happening, like if your super is ready in Destiny, but other times, it just feels too bright. Hold down the PS button, choose the Adjust Devices option, and you have the ability to adjust how bright or dim the light bar can be. Disable party notifications. Given the number of people capable of joining parties on the PS4, it might be a little irritating to constantly see notifications for players hopping. Don't worry, just head into the settings and disable notifications for any time someone joins your party. Your sanity at seeing so many pop-ups will thank us later. Customizing buttons. Want to change how the share button works? It's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is hit share or modify the share settings. But what if you wanted to change your entire button layout? Head into Accessibility and select Button Assignments. This will let you change which buttons correspond to where. So if you want R1 to perform the function of the square button, go for it. Even the directional pad can be modified if you so desire. Limit content on your home screen. Organizing your apps and games into folders on the PS4 home screen is easy. However, you may be bamboozled as to the process of cleaning up all of the icons and apps on the home screen. Fortunately, if you head into the settings and then into the system menu, there will be an option to limit number of contents displayed on the home screen. This should help make it look less cluttered if folders aren't really your thing. PS Vita as second controller. You probably already know that the PlayStation Vita makes for a great way to play PS4 games on the go, but it can also double as an extra DualShock 4 controller. All you have to do is connect the Vita to your console and voila! We won't make the obvious joke about this being the only reason to use a Vita these days, because honestly, there are some really great games out there for it. Gyroscope typing. We've all had our share of annoyance with the PS3's 6-axis because, as nifty as it could have been, the feature just felt downright gimmicky and unnecessary. That being said, the gyroscope on the DualShock 4 does have one very clever use. It can help select letters while typing via the on-screen keyboard, bypassing the need for using the analog sticks. Facial recognition login. Sure, it might have been the domain of Xbox One's initial Kinect designs, but the PS4 is also capable of using a camera for logging into your console. And given how much PlayStation VR has taken off, there are definitely more people using PS4 camera as opposed to the Kinect currently. Locate your login settings, enable facial recognition, and it's off to the races. 5 GHz Wi-Fi support on Slim and Pro. Both the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Pro support 5 GHz Wi-Fi, and while it might not necessarily improve your download speeds, it should ensure more stable connections. This is especially important for those playing online multiplayer. Will it get you to Masters in Overwatch? Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Netflix in 4K on Pro. So you can't stream your 4K games with the PS4 Pro, but it's possible to watch 4K videos via Netflix on the console. Even better, you can actually watch 4K VR content on PlayStation VR, thus taking in a full 360-degree view of the footage. It will still be displayed in the same 1920 by 1080 resolution, but the overall quality will be higher. 4K screenshots with Pro. It's one thing to capture screenshots with your PlayStation 4 Pro, but for those wanting something in higher quality, that too, 4K, there are settings to be tinkered with. Go to the Share menu, select Sharing and Broadcast Settings, and you'll be able to change both the format and dimensions of the captured image. Just remember that 4K screenshots in PNG format will take up more space than usual. Remote Play on PC and Mac. You've played PS4 games remotely on your PlayStation Vita, but have you ever tried using Remote Play with your PC or Mac? This requires downloading the Remote Play app, having Windows 8 or 10, and syncing your system to the PS4. Given that PS4 games are available for PC via PlayStation Now for a price, this is a neat way to immediately access your PlayStation 4 library on your computer. You can even connect a DualShock 4 to play the games. Data transfer PS4 to PS4 Pro. Transferring files from your old PS4 to a new PS4 Pro isn't difficult. You'll need the latest firmware on both consoles, an Ethernet cable, a connection to PSN on your Pro, and a couple of hours to waste. It's worth noting that passwords along with some other data may not be transferred, so make sure to sync up all of your trophies before beginning the process. Enhancing PS4 games on Pro. While it depends from game to game, games that are being played on the PS4 Pro via a 1080p screen will show improvements over the PS4. This is due to a downsampling of the image that results in sharper images, improved resolutions, and more stable performances as a whole. Though it's not the best use of the PS4 Pro since it's meant for 4K-ish gaming, it's still a pretty good deal for those who haven't purchased a 4K screen. Improved PSVR performance on PS4 Pro. While it depends from game to game, games on the PlayStation VR actually benefit from the improved hardware of the PS4 Pro. Image quality, frame rate performance, and less blur will be seen in PSVR games running via the PS4 Pro. Later PSVR releases will support the Pro even further. While there aren't 4K VR titles, you can expect some PlayStation VR titles to perform better on the PS4 Pro. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Bolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.